Jaden Ivey now with control of this Boilermaker offense, driving into the paint. Quick pass into Furst, and that's good for two.
Exactly what Purdue wants to do, get paint touches.
Edie inside, good look to Furst.
Great pass, great cut by Caleb Furst, cutting to the basket when the ball goes in the paint.
Inside Edie, feeds Furst. Chance for a three-point play from Caleb Furst, who had a quiet first half.
Caleb Furst is active. I mean, the ball goes in the paint, he's cutting to the rim, no question about it. You see it here, the ball goes in, double goes, go right to the rim, big fella. What a luxury to have another 6'10" guy playing your foot. They could be in business.
Tough team to contend with in the Missouri Valley Conference. Nice pass by Williams underneath. Furst got it to roll in.
It's a program that knows success. It's also, Scott Nagy talked to us about, this is a tough place for us to find it. What a pass!
Here's another look at
he was used to seeing the double come. It didn't come. Caleb Furst, what a tremendous cut, find, and finish.
Caleb Furst, really special player. They are so excited about him here at Purdue.
They won that championship in Mongolia, of all places.
Love rejected by Furst, who is so good up front for Purdue. Checks into the game coming off the bench. Should be one of the best players in the Big Ten. And here he is. Nice look. And he feeds Caleb Furst for the flush.
As he looks middle every time he gets it, just dump off now. You always catch, look middle of the floor, because you can locate all night. But they have four linebackers out there.
Inside Furst. And Caleb Furst will go to the line.
Dixon got there late, and I'm a big fan of this young man, Caleb Furst, from Fort Wayne, only a freshman. He surprised some people during the summer by making the under-19 USA.
Samuels went flying. Great save by Ivey.
Nice.
And the feed, Ivey to Furst. Time out. Villanova, a 14-4 run. And the Boilermakers within a point.
This is a Mavericks team that's been shooting only around 31% from three-point range in their first 5 games. Williams going to work. Nice find. And the two-hand jam for Caleb Furst.
Here's Williams working against Brougham. And there's that great dish off to Furst.
Oh, over the shoulder. Olay. And the two-hand jam.
If you can get your big guys doing interior passing.
Fletcher and Furst for Jackson. And then a foul.
You know, Micah Shrewsbury, now the head coach at Penn State.
Oh my goodness, look at Furst step in and comes up with a block.
Here's Josh Agundale, big freshman or sophomore, I should say. And now Jard free and taken away. Morton leading the charge over to Furst. And it rolls in.
Look at the defense collapse on Perkins as he's trying to make a move. Watch Morton. Gets the ball knocked out. He retains it. Gets it over to Caleb Furst.
1-2-2 or disguised 2-3 zone. But again, beautiful.
How about that pass from Williams?
Trying to keep the play alive, and there the miscommunication on the back line of the zone defense.
Hunter has come into the game, as has Furst. Ivey, beautiful pass to Furst. Ivey's just doing it all. Dropping dimes, knocking down trays.
You work against the zone, the ball goes in, look weak side, you drive, and then you create an opportunity in the passing lane for your teammate. But again, all quick.
Ivey with 10, finds Stefanovic off the curl. No look feed to Caleb Furst. Ivey, Stefanovic to Furst. Wonderful passing.
Oh, Newman. He's hobbling.
Inside, Caleb Furst. What a slam. Ooh, nice fake. Good pass underneath. And it's Furst that lays it in on a great feed from Carson Barrett.
You know what that looked like? Travion Williams.
Yeah.
That's what that looked like. It's almost like he's been practicing with Travion Williams. A little fake handoff, a little dime on the baseline. Wow.
Furst with the drive, nice kick. Edey lays it in. Try to get downhill.
Here's Williams to work against Rebracha. That won't go on a tip try. Falls for Caleb Furst. And one more coming at the line.
One of the ways that Iowa was able to erase that deficit was with turning Purdue over.
And off the miss, the two-hand flush for Caleb Furst in the scramble.
Oh, really? Once. Michigan State by 4, now 2. Furst on the back end. Now watch Ethan Morton just sneak right up here. It's a little screen for the screener action. Eric Hunter over the top. Caleb Furst with the back.
Fauntleroy will take the three. No good. And Morton tracks down the rebound. Furst underneath.
Great pass, head up, finish at the rim, big fella.
He wants it reversed, and they got him. Again, a late delivery.
Yeah, he called
nice
for it.
cut over the head to Furst.
He might have said, remember me? I'm that guy. Again, the isolation for Kaufman-Wren. The back of the iron, Furst is there. And he's there with the follow to make it a 6-point lead. The big guys for Purdue, whether it's Stevenson is down behind the play, trying to get up, but unable to really put any weight on his left leg.
I mean, they average 62% from two-point range, and they just got cut up on that out-of-bounds underplay to give up a dunk to Caleb Furst. But this has been, Gonzaga's been made.
Boy, what a swing that would have been for the Zags. Smith the handoff, and Furst the finish.
Boy, Braden Smith has made some big plays, even though Purdue did not get a bucket out of it.
Free throw attempts for Purdue as their opponents.
And they make more than their opponents even attempt. Now you got a mouse in the house, Roach on Furst. What a pass.
You got a mouse and you got a Roach. You got some problems right now.
Battle is looking to step into it. Into the hands of the Boilermakers. They've got numbers. Newman. Chance for three.
We want to talk about a guy that's playing with everything he has right now. It's Talon Cooper, number 55 in the maroon.
Furst.
Waddell with the ball at the top of the key, swings it around to Newman. Newman finds Furst. Furst to the bucket, and one!
And Big Ten Freshman of the Week in consecutive weeks. That was both Zach Edey and Fletcher Lawyer, dating back to the Legacy Tournament.
Smith down to Edey. Edey to Furst. And the basket! Caleb Furst able to finish.
Purdue now in the bonus.
Estrada, who's out with an injury this evening. This game may be a little bit different if those two were able to play together.
Amari Marshall.
Zach Edey with another dunk.
Foster Lawyer, a tremendous job at dragging out that pick and roll, and it's going to be something that Purdue struggles to guard all year is 5 men who can shoot.
Great pass. Edey finding Caleb Furst.
As good as Steph when he was, in college.
That was 2008 here in Indianapolis. The only other meeting between these two schools, 2018 in Charleston, as Furst slams it home, and he's got 8 here in the second half.
He can really give help. Saki wants to drive it, and you can see right there, they're okay with him getting that shot up.
Furst throws down the dunk off a good feed. And a timeout taken by Mark Schlesinger and New Orleans. 10-0 run for the #1 team in the land.
Yeah, finish the half, gave up a 10-7 run. That's not the way you want to finish the half, or you're a team that want to compete, go to a Final Four national championship.
They get their stuff, and they get their dunk from Caleb Furst.
Stuff in the country, always with his head up. It makes the defense makes a decision. Caleb Furst attacking the basket, running full speed as a 4 or 5 man. Not a lot of big men can keep up with this guy on the break. And I'm looking forward to that Purdue women's game versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. Caitlin Clark turned into one of my favorite basketball players, not just in college ball, but just an entire game of basketball.
Now Caleb Furst gets fouled and heads to the free throw line.
Purdue has 3-4 guys that you can throw the ball into on the block and go and make a play. Caleb Furst is feeling it right now. Great pass.
52-48, bad pass. Newman saves it. Edey to Furst. Furst foul.
He left his feet for the shot fake, but stayed in the play and still managed to get a good contest on Dredd. Down inside, Caleb Furst now against Dredd on the other end. Great spin move and a slam. It's going to be what Caleb Furst continues to develop, because on that play, Miles Dredd is sitting on his left hand. Caleb Furst loves his left jump hook, and you can see Dredd just overplaying that hand and spin baseline. Set to check in for Penn State, likely for Kevin Jai. Jai, that one too hot to handle. 3-on-2, Smith to Lawyer, freshman to freshman.
He chases him off this handoff. Edey then switches it. Look at the effort from Furst there to get back into play. And now Purdue getting back into transition. The pass from Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer finishing it off.
Now he's got 20, Jalen Pickett. Penn State is so small right now. Hello, there it is again. Braden Smith to Zach Edey.
Really hard for him, very connected. They've improved dramatically on this end of the court. Although you wouldn't know it from that little sequence right there as Furst throws down the dunk. Caleb Furst throwing down the jam. The Boilers up by 20.
He's down in a stance now.
Nice cut.
It's a backdoor slam for Furst.
You know, Lawyer. How about this play, though? Gorgeous read. I've seen Lawyer make plays of late.
Rebound for Thompson. Newman hit the deck hard. He is down behind the plate. So 5-on-3 for Minnesota. And the Joseph shot is denied by Furst.
Zach Edey and getting the ball to him, getting it back out, moving that thing around. But Caleb Furst.
One thing to watch out for, Brandon. Maryland has struggled defensively. Last in the Big Ten at 2-point field goal position.
And there you go. What a start for Purdue and Zach Edey.
But you'll see this quite a bit. Purdue will do a lot of different things to enter the ball into Zach Edey. And if you don't have help and you're not pressuring that pass, in my opinion, because it's going to be too difficult to score against this Purdue defense in the half court.
Caleb Furst with a rejection. Kaufman scores it.
Purdue is at home, playing off the defense. Good block there. Initiating the fast break, and then Kaufman Wren. You know where they're Purdue trying to get the ball
right here. 15. Caleb Furst.
Well, Purdue's got everything going the right way. Zach Edey on the mid.
Got to keep this kid out of the lane. Under the 5-minute mark before halftime. Smith to Furst. Oh, dropping a dime to Edey. Masterfully done by Furst.
Tough to be better than 22-1.
Cruising with the reverse. Edey. And then Furst with the follow after the initial reverse wouldn't go for Smith.
On the drive, Edey has the rebound. Here comes Smith with more. No look pass. Furst has it and the foul. Number one is looking.
Extra pass.
Morton made one in the first half, and look who's sneaking in for the rebound. And Furst flushes it.
Shoots with his inside hand, and then look, get back to the elbow to get an offensive rebound.
He was a little reluctant to challenge Nicholson on that dunk.
There's Ethan Morton inside to Edey. Northwestern doubles, down low to Furst, and he answers with a dunk of his own as the double was a little late to come there, Steven.
Galloway. Bounce pass. Thompson hangs and rejected. Here come the Boilers. Smith in traffic. Baseline Furst. Power dribble up and in.
Inside, and then Furst able to come from across.
Pull up jump shot B. That that one off the mark for Miller Kopp. Inside Furst. Nice look.
Purdue right now up early. Big fellas, you know, they don't like when guards come in and try to crash and take their rebounds, even if their teammates beautiful rebounds.
Excellent lob. Lawyer going backside for Caleb Furst.
Edey is not scoring the ball. He has a lot of gravity. This play was all set up because Zach Edey attracted so much defense. Gilmore came over.
Melendez steering it down the lane. He got stonewalled, stalemated by Purdue.
Exclusively on CBS.
I'm sure Kenny appreciates a nice little dump down. First at the rim. That's why he's a great offensive rebounder too, because
great awareness finding him in the interior, but he also can pass. He has a versatility. He's been double.
Purdue.
At least on the bounce. A little late, and look at Furst.
Well, he's been double teamed all season, Edey, so comfortable finding the open man. And
pretty good on the double here, Grant.
Yeah, finding Furst and just finishing with.
And now a steal, active hands in the passing lane. Touch pass. Caleb Furst dumped it down, got the touch pass from Heidi.
It's just active hands, being where you're supposed to be. Morton gets a hand on it. Now he's bringing it in transition. Excuse me, I said that Furst made the pass. It actually was Heidi. Furst finishes the job. But how about the redshirt freshman? Beautiful little 2-on-1 disadvantage basketball.
On their way to hanging two banners up in the rafters there. The amount of experience he has as a sophomore, he's going to grow exponentially.
A nice pass to Furst, who puts that one down with ease, unblocked. Smith just looking at what he can do here. He does take it on his own.
Caleb Furst with a beautiful slam.
And he's starting to work. Smith and Furst really working off of each other well.
Edey was screened into a slot ball screen and then rolled back down into the paint. And that takes so much defensive attention.
Furst with a steal and a finish. And Purdue is pulling away.
Great angles. That was really well set up. And Nolan Hickman trying to get through traffic. And Caleb Furst.
Yeah, they've gotten a 4.5 out of 5 on a lot of these inbounds plays. Another tough catch. Kaufman ran from Furst.
A beautiful pass. Matt Painter looking for a break here. Boy, they've missed so many shots at the rim. You got Edey getting a little rest before the media.
But another chance, and what a finish! Furst with the second chance and a 3-point lead.
Gosh, anybody who's lost somebody important to them knows what that young man's going through right now. Inside, and Furst flips it over the rim.
Good hands by Bradley. 17 to shoot for Furst. Outside, a 3-ball. In and out. Oh, the follow jam. Caleb Furst. Furst to the rim. First half. Jones misses. Caleb Furst has given some.
How high he gets on his jumper. No, he's smothered in the lane. Gillis away with it. Here comes Colvin.
It's always a good sign if your kids want to follow your footsteps, or if you, as a parent, you feel comfortable sending your kids to the school you went to.
Furst is upstairs to slam it. No, they missed him. He returned to the lineup their last game. He was out for several weeks. Berg pays it back.
It's amazing, too, because he was a guy that was ranked 440, if you can believe it, when he was coming out of high school. Now the national.
Heidi inside. Gillis, tough shot, won't go. Put back and one for Furst. Checked into the game to give Edey a blow. Furst try to finish off game one.
Well, Caleb Furst, no points the last 2 games, and this reason right.
The drive, the double, the swing pass intercepted. Who else? Smith the other way. No look.
What a pass.
He tried to thread the needle. Furst is there for the bucket and the foul. Right place, right time.
No doubt about that. This post double incredibly effective.
Morton, Furst, Berg, Waddell, and Colvin. Into the middle. Berg inside on the seal.
That's just so easy for Purdue.
But here's Furst taking his spot. Caleb Furst, instant impact off the bench.
Wow, Caleb Furst just 1 point the last 3 games, only has played 5 minutes a game. Braden Smith off the pick and roll. You got Furst there going against Jack Wilson. That's him going to his offhand. He's a left.
He understands his role so well. Now he turns and burns. Oh, another dimension.
Purdue with fouls to give if they so choose. Lob inside, blocked away. Caleb Furst with the swat. Here comes Colvin up the floor. First half for Miles Colvin with an emphatic dunk. The rejection inside, and Colvin with a finish.
What an opportunity for Trey Kaufman-Renn with the ball without Zach Edey. Kick it back inside. Caleb Furst with his first 2 and 1.
Like Braden Smith is just flying off these handoffs when they move him off the ball.
We're going to miss him inside these next few minutes. Going to see how long coach decides to leave him on the bench. Good pass.
Finish at the rim for the Boilers.
Miguel's got size. Rice can really score. Harris Smith has size.
Teardrop, no. Furst on the other side. Yes! Tied at 48, and he'll go to the line.
Without Zach Edey, the Purdue presence on the offensive glass not nearly the same.
Here's Smith driving on Barnheiser. Tries to get him in the air, eventually does. Now drops it off to Furst, who throws it down. Barnheiser.
Ooh, Barnheiser's mouth got busted. He's got a retainer because he lost a couple teeth.
On top by 23 in what has been arguably their best performance of the year. Kaufman-Renn to Furst for the jam.
Nice. Slings it down low. Kaufman-Renn skips to the wing. Pretty Smith. The dump off and the jam for Caleb Furst. Hello.
How about that? What a setup. He's been doing it on a consistent basis, but how about this dribble drive?
Furst cut it to 5. Down the lane, Grant. The next Dirkcock. Baseline, Dirkcock. Driving and couldn't finish. Smith waiting for support.
You're right. A lot of guards would have gone right to the rim. A little floater here.
Pocket pass again. This one reeled in by Kaufman-Renn. Extra pass down low. It's Furst with the finish.
That's a timeout. And to your point, he led Renn. Renn should have been closer to that pass, and then the finish, obviously, with a palm. Goodness. Just a little dump off here. Furst
can't hit the 3.
But that's the thing. It hasn't been one guy for Washington. They've been spread around. Mason's got 7. Osabor's got 8.
Quick passing. And Furst with the dunk. And Washington will take a timeout. You think you got them down. They're not making threes. They're out of sync on offense, and they're only down 4.
Quick timeout from Sprinkle. This is
the first half of the first half, Don. You kept pointing out how clear his pass to the basket were. There's Furst swatting it out of bounds. Well, they figured the last time we were here, we watched an incredible game against Illinois. Breidenbach couldn't handle that. Smith down to the ground to get it. Here comes Warrior. Last Washington home game looked like they're going to get blown off the floor by Illinois. Smith! C.J. Cox steps inside for the 2. The cleanup from Furst, and he gets fouled.
Washington did a pretty good job of covering stuff up. Cox missed the pull-up.
Struggle from beyond the arc with these 2 guards who can knock down threes. Fletcher Lawyer, good lead for Furst. Bartholomew back in for the Ducks as Tracy goes to the bench with the 3 fouls. Another lead. Furst trying to finish, gets the roll inside off the dish.
And he's earned that over the years.
20 years, Smith. He's got Furst, Smith, the line. With 2 hands. That's Joe Tate. Listen to this crowd. One of the greatest places to watch a college basketball game in the world. Magical Mackey, baseline Burnett, and he's fouled.
Listen to this crowd, folks.
Without Kaufman-Renn, he really took over the scoring responsibilities in that second half. Batted away by Furst, goes to the ground. What a play by the senior. Smith, crossover to 2.
It's about his time, though. Last 5 minutes.
Kaufman-Renn spins to the baseline, finds Furst for the jam.
Trey Kaufman-Renn, beautiful spin and feed.
Spectacular all season. Get it inside, Burnett. And he had it stripped. Another turnover, just as we saw in the first matchup. It's Smith in transition for 3.
Well, Purdue is going to be physical here. They were physical with that 4-on-4. Actually, it's not really a 4-on-5. It's Damari Burnett setting that ball screen for Danny Wolf.
Get it in. Nice pass. Extra. Major flush for Furst. They run little circles around the post man beautifully on the out of bounds.
Short, long rebound, Smith looking to push. Bailey running with him. Furst is there, lob it up, slam it home. It's a senior night slam for Caleb Furst. Purdue coming alive in their own gym.
Well, every time Dylan Harper has gone to the sideline, Purdue's taking advantage. Throw it up and let Caleb Furst go get it. Braden Smith.